Macmillan Audio presents Carter and Lovecraft by Jonathan L. Howard. Read by Ari Fliakos. In memory of my father, Noel Howard, 1923 to 2014. A better man than I shall ever be, but that's no reason not to keep trying. Chapter 1. The Killer in Red Hook. Crying and laughing, Charlie put his S&W Model 5946 between his teeth, squeezed the trigger, and excused himself from life. Carter watched him drop, unable to comprehend what he was seeing, unable to take in that his friend had just killed himself for no reason. No reason at all. But there had to be a reason. There's always a reason. This was something to do with Sudam. This was Sudam's fault. Carter turned to where Sudam sat propped against the wall, sitting in a pool of his own blood and piss, but there would be no answers coming from him. His eyes were open, and he was dead. He was smiling. When the scene came back to Carter again and again over the following months, he would always remember the clack of the pistol's aluminum frame against Charlie's teeth, the smell of blood, and the smile on dead Sudam's face. It wasn't a malevolent smile. That was the worst of it. It wasn't cunning or triumphant. It was happy. Sudam was happy Charlie had gut-shot him, happy that he was dying, maybe even happy that Charlie had seen the joke, too, and followed him into darkness, a 9mm bullet as his invitation. The kid was crying in the other room where Carter had left him, hopeless little jerking, mechanical sobs of a terror that had gone on too long. Carter looked at the bodies for a moment longer, holstered his Glock 19, and went to the boy to stay with him until the backup arrived. It was going to be a great day. They just knew it. It was going to be one of those Hollywood cop days when the clues line up and they just follow them straight to the perp. And what a perp. What an arrest it would be. The United States had a disproportionately high number of serial killings compared to other developed countries, a result of wide spaces, ease of procuring weapons, and, just maybe, it looking so damn cool on TV and in the movies. Want your 15 minutes? Here's how you do it, sport. Just be sure to score at least 5 victims. You're not a real serial killer unless you've got at least 5 kills, just like a World War I fighter ace. 5's the trick, sport. Not all at once, either. That makes you a mass killer, not a serial killer, and mass killers are just douches. Those Columbine kids, that dickwad in Norway, fuck 'em. Delayed gratification is the mark of the intelligent mind. That's how you get into the forensic pathology books. That's how you get a movie made about you. Mass killers, the movie gets made about the victims. Fuck that. Mass killers are just children who want all the candy now. A serial killer is a spider in a web, see? Now that's juice. Despite which, there still aren't enough serial killers to go around, and the FBI tends to run down the most high-profile, both because serial killers often break federal laws along the way, and because they're the feds. Simple as that. Even a city as large as New York doesn't get many serial killers, but that's largely because the higher the population density, the tougher it is to get away with a string of killings. Too many eyes, too many ears. This one had been getting away with it somehow, though, and that made him special. He took children, always male, always between the ages of 6 and 11, and chose targets purely on the basis of opportunity, according to the FBI profile. Opportunity meant that kids from poorer families, larger families that just couldn't keep an eye on all their children, tended to be targeted. But a middle-class, white-bread kid from Greenwich Village was taken too. So the profiler concluded class and race were unimportant to the killer, only gender and age. 7 abductions over a period of 15 months and 4 bodies recovered.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?